Hello everyone, today we are going to do some messages for each sign for the month of November. Because we are in Scorpio season, we're going to go ahead and start off with Scorpios. If you are not a Scorpio, go ahead and click the description box below and click your timestamp. Alright Scorpios, let's go ahead and get started with your message. What is coming in for the month of November for you? Let's go ahead and see. Pull one card. All right, it says beyond limitations. All right, so for you, Scorpio, I want you in the month of November to think past your limitations. If you're really feeling like you can't get somewhere, or you're feeling really held back from a situation, there's something that you want, or you're like, I could never get there, I could never make this happen. I want you to think beyond your limitations. I want you to think about, what if you really did get there? How would you get there? It's time to put in that effort. If you're feeling overwhelmed or like this is too much to handle, it's time for you to know that it's like whatever you put your mind to, you can handle. Whatever it is that you're asking for, it's possible. You can overcome this challenge, but you need to think beyond those limitations. You need to believe in yourself and know that whatever it is that you're putting your mind to in the month of November, or this is just in general where you're coming into that understanding that your mind is powerful, and if you want to do something, you're going to do it no matter what it is, okay? The card says, today I exceed my own expectations. I open my consciousness to the infinite. There are no limitation. There is no end. Everything is unfolding and continuous now. Therefore, I open my thoughts towards the border of the horizon. I look beyond the perception of reality, beyond all the barriers I created for my own beliefs and the fear. I am now open to all my new possibilities. Okay. If this is where something has failed in the past, Scorpio, where, this could have been love, this could have been relationship, this could have been, whatever it was, job, business. It's like something kind of broke that down and we've created a barrier towards something. And this could be where this is something completely new, but because you failed in the past, you're too scared to go for it because you're scared to fail again, or you're nervous that this isn't going to happen for you, Scorpio. In the month of November, I want you to think beyond your limitations. Give yourself the 30 days. In this next 30 days, Scorpio, really try to think beyond your, what you're doing right now. And I just keep feeling like there's something more to this. Okay. Yeah. And with the Six of Pentacles just jumping right on out, Spirit is guiding you and gifting you and showing you what you need. If, I just feel like there's like something manifesting, okay? And in this month of November, Scorpio, I want you to just give yourself the 30 days. Think very positive. Think about you exceeding your goals. Change that change that energy around and watch things start to flow to you. And it's like continuous. It's not where something happens and, oh, that was just a coincidence, that's one good thing. It's like once that energy starts to shift, we start switching and pulling new energy in and getting to where we're asking, or we're setting up new opportunities and possibilities for the future to get to where we want to go, okay? And Spirit is working with you. It's like I'm really connecting here. And if this is where you're trying to go somewhere, okay, if this is like you want to buy a house, you want a new job, you want to go to school, this is like, I need help doing something, Spirit's going to bring in that support to help you get to where you want to go, because it's like there's going to be somebody stepping in, or Spirit is guiding you to help you to be in the right place, the right time, but you're being supported. That support that you need is going to come in. All right, let's just pull 3 more cards. All right, so we have the Devil coming out, and that, yep, see, when I was just talking about, you need to walk away from this energy. And I was only going to do 4 cards, but let's go ahead and just pull 3 clarifying cards. Just 3 clarifying cards for the month of November for my Scorpios. There we go. Okay, there it is. You need to be very headstrong over some emotions, okay? And when I'm feeling very headstrong over these emotions, I feel like this is where you're not believing in possibilities for yourself for the future. Like, you've accepted your situation for what it is. If this is like, I'm not going to leave, I'm not going to do this, I can't ever get to this job, I can't do this, whatever it is, like, I just feel like you've put yourself in this mindset. If this is about like going to the gym, if this is about, this could be because this is collective, Scorpio, but it's like you've put yourself in a mindset where it's like, there's limitations, and you don't believe that you're somebody that can reach past them in whatever way this is. And Spirit is telling you, whatever this help is that you need, I'm going to bring it in. Whether this is mental help, if this is, a physical help where somebody's coming in, or if you just need to be really headstrong, whatever this is, I'm going to help you overcome this hard stuff that you're going through when it comes to creating those mental barriers for yourself. And you very well could have a bad situation around you, but I feel like that situation you feel like is never going to end, or I don't feel like I'm walking away from this. And I want you to think about moving forward, breaking free from your situation, okay? It's like, it's time to break free. It's time to have this celebration and know how strong you are mentally and emotionally. You're very strong, and Spirit is trying to help you get into a spot where you belong. It's time for you to stay in that energy of believing whatever it is that you're asking for is possible. It's going to come forward, but we need to leave those boundaries in the past, okay? I hope all my Scorpios enjoyed their messages. Hello to all of my fellow Sagittariuses. Let's go ahead and see what our message is for the month of November. What does Spirit have to bring forward for the month of November? All right, we have Master of Life coming forward. I love that. So in the month of November, to all my Sagittariuses, okay, you're walking this path, and you're walking it to where you belong. If you've been kind of, confused about something, or you've been, in the clouds, it's just not seeing something clearly, you want to go a new direction, you're trying to think of doing something, you're walking that path. And it's like you're figuring out like how to get there. And it's like there's some perseverance that you're pushing through to get to here. You might have some bumps in the road. You might have some things that you have to overcome, Sagittarius, but that's not going to hold you back. You're resilient, and you're coming into that energy of knowing how strong and protected you are, okay? Let's go ahead and read the card. It says, I dedicate my strength to the divine within me, aligning myself with the true scavenger of my life. My ego steps aside as I listen to the inner voice, and I act according with the truth I hear. In this way, I become a master of life. I am living, abiding by humanity, grace, love, and the glory of God. Okay. Whatever is standing in your way, it's like you can go past this. If this is where you think that, you're not going to be able to make it in a situation, Sagittarius, or you feel like you're really held back from something, it's like you're truly aligning yourself with who you are and where your path belongs. And I feel like in the month of November, you're kind of coming into that understanding of like where you want to be, the situations that you want around you, the people that you want around me. And I feel like Sagittarius, in the month of November, if somebody does something where it's like you don't align with their actions, the way they treat somebody, the way that they do something, the way that they handle themselves, the way that it's time to let that go, because it's like you walk a different path. Your path is more spiritual. When I say this, it's like if you're around somebody who causes negative energy constantly, and this is like where this could be a friend, a family member, a relationship person. It's like your energy changes when they're with you, or they're just always in this bad energy. It's time to let them off of your path, because you walk a different path. The way that you look at life is differently than the way that somebody else looks at life, okay? Now let's go ahead and pull a couple cards and just see what our messages are for the month of November. And Sagittarius, when you're feeling really held back, if you're feeling really held back this month going towards something, if there's something in your situation where it's like you can't handle it, whatever this is, you need to use that to motivate you, to push you to get out of whatever you're in. And I know that it's easier to shut down and just say, screw this. I feel like that's the fire in us, right? Like when there's something that happens and you just like shut down, I feel like that's normally what you would do. It's like you push everything away because it's like the anger within you. Use that to motivate you to get to where you want to go, to overcome these obstacles, whatever these bumps are in the road that are ahead of you. It's like, use that. If there's something where it's like somebody's telling you can't do something, or somebody is like, there's something at work, or, you want to do something, but there's like this issue here, overcome that, okay? Use whatever this anger or this issue, whatever, use that to align yourself with the right situation for you. Like make it happen. I just feel like there's something about using your energy to push yourself, to align yourself to something different, and something new might be coming in. For some Sagittarius, as you could be getting a new job. Let's go ahead and pull some tarot. There's that perseverance. There's something about some big strength coming forward for you. Yep. There's that freedom. There's something about like pushing through something. There's something about pushing through something. Okay. With the Four of Cups coming out, I'm just going to pull 3 more cards. 3 more cards for my Sagittariuses. Wow, you have some love energy coming out here. All right. I feel like there's strength in walking away from something, and this is something to like get to your freedom. You have an image in mind with the Four of Cups coming out here, Sagittarius. You have an image in mind, and so this could be walking away from a relationship, a family member, a friend. This could be walking away from a situation where you, with the cup energy and like the Lovers, I feel like this is something where you were compatible, or you were, this definitely could be a relationship, but I feel like it's like walking away from this, and that's like the strength that I feel like you have to push through as you're walking away from something. You have something else in mind, and sometimes with the Four of Cups that can represent something different, but for me it's like don't, if you want to sit back and you want to focus on your goal, that's what Spirit is telling you to do. Don't just take something and go with the situation because you feel like that's what you need to do. If it's time to walk away from something, okay, if this is a person, a job, something, whatever, this is collective. If it's time to walk away from something, if you see a different image in mind, it's okay to sit back for a while and kind of wait and not take the options that are coming forward because you know that they're not the ones that are aligning to you right now, okay? I feel like there's a big walking away from something. With the Five of Swords and the Five of Cups, there's something that you're walking away from. And this is like a choice to walk away from something. So I want to pull just 3 more cards for my Sagittariuses before we end up here. Let's just pull 3 more cards for my Sagittariuses about walking away. 3 more cards. Okay, so we have Judgment coming forward. This is something about walking away. This is like something that's meant to happen with the Judgment. This is like where things are balancing out, like something that you can't prevent from happening. So if you, I feel like this is like where you're elevating into your next chapter in life. And if you have something in mind where it's like you want to do something and it's like, well, why can't this situation work out? Or maybe this is where something isn't going to work out in the month of November, okay? This is like where it's coming. You thought this was so compatible for you. And Spirit is like bringing you something else in, but this is like where energy is like balancing out with the Judgment coming forward. It's like things are meant to happen, and so things could have happened in the past in a situation, and like energy is like finally balancing out in a situation. I'm not sure, but I feel like there's something that you're walking away from. So let's just pull 2 more cards. Yeah, there you are, like making a break for it, but it's something. There it is. There's the World. And I wanted to pull 3 more cards just to get that clarifier of walking away, Sagittarius. You're making a break from something. This could be, you know, something that you're feeling, an energy that you've been stuck in, but you have something in mind. And so it's okay to sit back and wait for that to come. If you are waiting for a job, if you want a new opportunity, if you want this, whatever it is, if something is no longer suiting you in your everyday life and it's like you want to walk away from it but you don't know how, it's time to find the courage in that, all right? It's time for you to walk your path, and whatever is holding you back, it's time to let that go. It's time to make a break from it, Sagittarius, because here you are, and you have nothing but walking away from something, and it's something that you thought was compatible, or like you really want to get to this spot where you are compatible, but in order to get there, like you have to make a break from a situation. But with the Judgment coming out, I feel like this is just like where energy is balancing out. What is meant to happen is going to happen, and that's going to happen in the month of November, where you're walking away from something, whether this be, you know, something, an energy, whether this be a person or a place. It's like you're walking out of something. All right, I hope all of my Sagittariuses enjoyed their messages for the month of November. I am sending you all lots of love and light. Take care. Hello to all of my Capricorns. I am going to do your message for the month of November. So let's go ahead and see what is all my Capricorns' messages for the month of November. What is their collective messages? All right, we have unconditional love, Capricorn. Okay, and so in the month of November, whatever is coming around you, all right, if this is where a situation is happening, you're not getting along with somebody, somebody is frustrating you, you don't like a situation you're in, I want you to look at it in a positive way, okay? I want you to see everybody in light. You may not understand or choose to believe what somebody else is doing or whatever it is, Capricorn, and somebody may upset you in the month of November, and I want you to know, like, I feel like somebody's going to bother you. A situation's going to bother you. But I feel like there's something more going behind the scenes that you're not aware of. So with this message coming out, I want you to look in the month of November. I want you to handle everything with like this unconditional love and see everybody in the positive, rather than like if you're somebody who would normally like get mad about a situation. If something is happening, kind of take a step back and realize that maybe there's more going behind the scenes that you're not aware of. It says, today I choose to seek the light in everyone. I seek the divine in each being, and I accept others as they are. I bring compassion to all my brothers and sisters of light. I offer unconditional love to everyone I meet. I join my soul with theirs, so that we may grow together in universal love. Okay? And so with this message also coming out, there could be somebody in the month of November, Capricorn, that comes in and, you know, you and them, like they connect, you and this person, whether this be a friend, this could be, you know, just somebody you come into contact with, this could be a new relationship partner, but I feel like there's a soul connection on a deeper level. And if you are somebody who, you know, wants to get out there and make a new group of friends, find a new soul tribe, whatever it is, right now is your time. I feel like there is some good energies around you. And if there is somebody who happens to upset you in the month of November, just remember that there's more going on behind the scenes, and to choose to not argue, to choose to see somebody in light. If somebody tries to argue with you, don't allow your vibration to get out of being positive. I feel like there's something very good about your heart chakra this month, where it's like you are open to receiving and giving joy in the month of November. So let's go ahead and pull 4 tarot cards for the month of November for all of my Capricorns. All right, so we have transition, we have death coming out, we have the 6 of Pentacles coming out, the 8 of Pentacles coming out. I definitely feel like there's going to be something where you're a little, okay, but there it is. There's that success. There's that happiness, okay, with the 6 of Wands coming out. All right, so in the month of November, Capricorn, I feel like there's going to be a transition. I feel like there's going to be a new change to you. And I feel like there's some support that's coming in where you're working on movement of some kind. I don't know if this would be in a relationship or if this would be, you know, in a job. But I feel like there has been some things that you are working on. And in the month of November, if you're frustrated with a situation, if a situation isn't working out for you, where it's like you've been really trying for this job, you've been really trying to make this relationship work with a friend or a family member, whatever this is, you've been really trying to work towards something and it hasn't been working, okay? We're coming into the transition. Whatever didn't work out wasn't meant for us, and Spirit is aligning us to something different to help us have this movement. For some of you, I feel like there could be some physical movement, like if you've been working on like trying to get a house or maybe like moving into somewhere different, or if that's been in your energy, I feel like Spirit is going to bring you something where we have some movement, or like some like moving into a new job, maybe transitioning into a new job. This could be transitioning into a new home, but I feel like there's some movement of some kind coming forward for you. All right, I hope all of my Capricorns enjoyed their messages. All right, hello to all of my Aquariuses. Let's go ahead and get your message for the month of November. All right. It says beyond limitations, okay? And I feel like, did somebody else get this? So beyond limitations, Aquarius, it is time to break down those barriers that you have created for yourself. It is time for you to know that you can break out of this the spot that you think that you're in, if you feel like, you're not going to be able to reach out of this spot, you feel like this is where you're going to stay forever, Spirit is telling you it's time to break down those barriers. It's time for you to think past those limitations. It's time for you to think about, actually making it in the situation that you're thinking about. And in November, I want you to spend at least the next 30 days really opening yourself up to some new growth, some new success, in whatever way that means, okay? If this is where you're in a situation and you're like, I'm never going to get out of here, this is just where I'm supposed to be at, whether this be love, home, job, you want to elevate somewhere, I want you to think past that. I want you to think that you are going to get there. It is a possibility. You need to stop thinking about the limitations. If you're, nervous, if there's some fear around this, think beyond that. Think about when you do make it in this situation, or when this situation does happen, okay? It says, today I exceed all my own expectations. I open the consciousness to infinite. There are no limitations there. There is no end. Everything is unfolding in the consciousness now. Therefore, I open my thoughts toward the border of the horizon. I look beyond my perception of reality, beyond all the barriers that I've created for myself, for my own beliefs and fears. I am now open to all new possibilities. Okay, and so if you're feeling really stuck, Aquarius, all right, Spirit is telling you to think past limitations, to think past, own expectations that you've set for yourself. Maybe there is something new that's coming in for you in the month of November, or a new idea, a new goal, or, you've been thinking about going down a new path. You're on this job path and you're thinking about going towards something new. And I feel like there's something new coming in for you, Aquarius, where it's like you didn't know that was something that you were interested in, or maybe that's something that you wanted to do, Aquarius. But it's like something's going to come in for you, and it's time to be open to all new possibilities. Let's go ahead and pull 4 tarot cards and see what our message is for the month of November. All right, we have the 6 of Cups, 7 of Swords, 4 of Swords. All right, and the Empress. I love that, because I was just saying, if you're thinking about doing something new, and the Empress is like the creating something new for yourself, okay? And with the 6 of Cups, I feel like this is returning into some happiness, or maybe thinking about like this is returning your thoughts back into this happiness. You could be going through a lot of anxiety and fear right now, Aquarius, like because we have the rest coming out with the 4 of Swords, where it's like it's time to put your mind at ease. It's time to kind of rest, transition into this rest so we can have this creation. So Aquarius, if you're really feeling, anxiety, or you're kind of feeling like this is the situation you're stuck in, you're not knowing where to go in your situation, it's time to kind of rest. I want you to return into a spot of positivity and see where you want to go. If this is like where, you're on one path and you're thinking about hopping over to this path, then hop over to that path. That's what you're meant to do. That's something that is calling for you, okay? Aquarius, this is where you're meant to be, and it's time to transition into this spot of, I feel, rest and new creation, and thinking beyond what you've set out there for yourself, all right? I'm sending you all lots of love and light. I hope all my Aquariuses enjoyed their messages. Hello to all of my Pisces. Let's get all of my Pisces messages out there for the month of November. All right. Ooh, your card just flipped out. Okay. So we have I am free. Okay. Pisces, if you are feeling held back from something, if you're feeling like, you don't have a direction in something, or you're feeling a little held back in a situation, whether this be, relationship or finances or just something mentally, I feel like it's time to free that. It's time to let it go, because whatever it is that you're trying to get to, I feel like there's all the resources around you. If you are asking for something, you know how to get there. It's like you realize that you are free. Stop focusing on the emotions, okay? It says, today I find the veil of my ego has lifted, of the version of my new life has appeared. I am now focused on the inner growth. I listen to only the voice of my heart and remain steadfast on the energy of love that I find here. I am now free of duality and fear, judgment. I move forward in my path to inner peace. Okay. Pisces, I feel like in the month of November, it is a time for healing, rejuvenation, feeling very focused on a goal. If you are really thinking about going a certain direction when it comes to, work, or I feel like this is more inner, like this is where you're growing and feeling pure and happy within you. This definitely could be with a situation, but I'm feeling where you're feeling so free and comfortable inside, and you're at peace with like everything around you. If you're having anxiety or worry about a situation, okay, I want you to know that Spirit is bringing things to you. I feel like in the month of November, you are very blessed, and there is some inner healing that is going to come forward for you. Let's see, we just had a card just fly out. We have the King of Swords just flying out. I feel like you're going to find the truth out about like a situation, or maybe like yourself, or something like that. Like I feel like there could be something that's like brought forward for you, like a truth of some kind. Let's see, what else do we have coming out? Ooh, we have the Strength card, we have the Ace of Swords, and we have the Knight of Cups. Okay, there is some big movement coming for you, Pisces, and I feel like it's time for you to step into your power. It's time for you to step in. Like, there is a lot about power here, and sometimes I think maybe you forget how powerful you are, or you know, with this energy, I feel like your mind is very strong, and sometimes we can overwhelm ourselves with certain things, or we can worry about certain things. And in the month of November, I feel like you're going through this big healing process, and if things weren't working out in the past, where you felt like a little held back from, or you were like really stressed about something, whatever this may be, okay? Whatever this may be. Sorry, I have a hiccups. Whatever this is, I feel like, Pisces, you're moving forward, and you're finding the strength and the courage, and you're finding how strong you are in this process about moving forward, and there's something new coming in. And I feel like this is something that's like internal. This could be definitely external, where you're leaving a situation. This is starting something new. But I feel like mentally you're feeling very free, and this is like where you want to be. I'm moving forward, but I'm like comfortable. I'm happy. I feel free. I don't feel confined. I don't feel restricted. That's the energy I feel that's coming forward for you in the month of November's Pisces. All right. I hope all of you enjoyed your messages. Hello to all of my Aries. Let's go ahead and get my Aries their messages for the month of November. What is all of the Aries messages? All right. We have, oops, sorry, dropped the card. We have inner power coming out for all of my Aries. All right, Aries, if you are feeling, you know, held back from something, you want to give up on something, you are angry about something, I just feel like there's something about, you know, like saying screw this and just throwing your hands up in the air. I want you to use that and put that power towards something. I don't want you to give up. You are so powerful, Aries, and I want you to see yourself as such, okay? With this card, this is seeing yourself in control, in power, and realizing how much you do have to offer, and not feeling like you have the underhand. This is about knowing who you are. And I feel like right now you could be feeling like you have the underhand of a situation, or something is going on, and this is like going within and showing people your power, how strong you truly are, okay? It says, today I choose to see myself as significant. I acknowledge my true strength. I remain steadfast in the face of adversity. If I stumble, I pick myself up, knowing that I am filled with power of the universe. I accept and anticipate myself in every way. I contain the most precious treasure of the world within me. The universe shines through me. All right, Aries. With this card coming out, you are very powerful, okay? And if something has happened where you're like, I can't do this anymore, this is not my ideal situation, I feel like this, like, I want to wash my hands with this. I want you to remain positive. I want you to remain, you know, confident. Pick yourself back up. People fall all the time, and sometimes things fail. And this could be where, you know, one relationship failed and you need to go into another one. You wanted to, you took a test and that test didn't happen, and so you failed. It's like, pick yourself back up and take it again. If this is where you wanted to get this job, you didn't get it, okay, apply for a different one. Don't hold yourself back because something didn't work, okay? If this is where you started a business and something didn't happen, pick yourself back up and move forward with it. Stop fighting yourself on this, okay? You are so strong and powerful, and you need to realize that. You need to come into this inner power that you truly have. And sometimes when something happens and it's just the door shut in your face, you don't want to move forward with something. You don't want to end up doing something, okay? but you are fighting yourself on something, and I feel like it's because it hurts you. Whatever this is, it hurts you. This could have made you feel, you could have been embarrassed, you could have felt betrayed, you could have felt backstabbed, you could have felt, I just feel like whatever this is, it's heavy energy, and it's like, I'm not going through with that. I feel like I want to wash my hands, Aries. And you're very conflicted because you don't want to go through with this. But I feel like deep down within you, you kind of know that this will work out, or there's some like intuitive feeling that you're feeling about moving forward, and that is spirit, and that is your loved ones. You have a loved one with you, Aries. I feel like there's like a loved one for those Aries who have lost somebody who was close to them, and I feel like this could have been like a mom, dad, a lover, or it's like somebody who is super close with you, Aries. They're coming through in this reading, and they're like, don't give up. Stop trying to give up. Like, push yourself. Move forward in this, Aries. Sometimes things happen, but it's like, get up and dust your shoulders off and move forward. And like your loved one, it's like they're being supportive, but they're like wanting to yell at you because you want to give up on a situation. And it's like, realize the power that you have within you. You are so incredibly strong. Move forward in this situation, Aries, okay? And in the month of November, that's what I want you to focus on. I don't want you to focus on this conflict. I want you to focus on this power that you hold, because you hold this strong power. I hope all my Aries enjoyed their messages. Hello to all of my Tauruses. Let's go ahead and get my Tauruses their messages for the month of November. All right. We have remain in the light. All right, Taurus. If something happens in the month of November that you are not pleased about, there is a situation that you're not really enjoying, there's somebody that is bothering you, you want to go off on somebody, you have an opportunity to tell somebody how it is, I want you to remain in the light. I don't want you to focus on that negativity. If there is something going on around you where like a situation didn't work and you start thinking really negative, you're stressing about a situation, you want something to happen, I want you to remain in the light. I don't want you to think negatively about a situation. I want you to think very positive in the month of November, because this is about moving forward, and this is about accepting things as they are, because you know that things will get better. It's changing that mindset, okay? All right, it says, today I observe. I take time to think calmly and wisely. I go forward with complete confidence, knowing that I will succeed. No matter what happens today, I will remain in the light. I will maintain that faith, that equilibrium. In this way, my nature and my soul will become strong, steady, representative of the light. Okay. If something happens where you're not too pleased about it, okay, and this is like in the month of November, or somebody bothers you, something happens, you feel really let down, you want to move forward with something, and you're like, I don't know if I can do this, if this is a job, if this is a relationship, if this is something where it's like you're feeling very insecure about it. This is Spirit's way of telling you, remain very positive about the situation. It's time for you to move forward, okay? It's time for you to let your emotions kind of settle down, and it's time for you to really just believe in yourself. Get confident. Believe in your power. Try to meditate. Try to meditate and collect yourself. If you're somebody who gets, a little wild or a little out there, try to collect yourself. Try to collect that energies. Try to meditate. And as I'm saying that, we have the Temperance, which is coming out, and that's about balance. That's about like keeping the balance. I feel like this is about remaining calm. If you there's going to be something in the month of November where you're feeling very conflicted, you're feeling very irritated about, or you're feeling, I don't know what this is. If this is like where you're walking away from something, because we have the Five of Cups here, this is something that made you sad, somebody hurt your feelings, a situation didn't work out in the month of November, I want you to remain very calm. I want you to go within. I don't want you to lash out, Taurus. I want you to stay in that light. Or you could be going through this energy right now where it's like, this is in the month of November, it's a time for healing. It's a time to move forward and think very positive about this, and not to feel very down, not to focus on this, but to focus on the growth. Do not feel conflicted, okay? Yeah, there's something going on. I feel like this is more mentally, where it's like you need to bring that balance into your mental space. Yeah. Okay, Taurus, with these cards coming out, when you're feeling very conflicted, I don't want you to get stuck in that mental space of negativity. I want you to think about, moving forward in the situation. And maybe something didn't work out, but that doesn't mean that the next situation won't. Or if you're feeling very worried or conflicted, or like you can't move forward in something because something's happened in the past, I want you to let that go. I want you to move forward thinking very positive. Trust your intuition. Go within and really do some healing, do some meditation, some Reiki, some affirmations. It's time for you to move forward in this situation, but you need to remain positive. Do not get caught up in that negativity, Taurus, okay? I hope you all enjoyed your message. Hello to all of my Geminis. Let's go ahead and get all of my Geminis their messages for the month of November. We're going to go ahead and pull one card out. All right. I reap what I sow. Okay. Gemini, this is your reminder. The energy that you put out is what you get back. And if you have been putting out that positive energy, if you've been putting out that hardworking, where it's like you're waiting for your reward, you've been waiting on something, you've been putting out all this good energy, whatever this is coming back to you, or this is spirits reminding you, stay in that positive light, because whatever you give out, the energy that you put out there is what is going to come back to you, okay? It says, today I remember that that all I think and all I do will come back to me in some way. I understand that the fruits that I reap is what I sow. And I fill my life with the thoughts and deeds of the abundance of life and love. I sow these seeds knowing that I will harvest my greatest riches, okay? Gemini, if you're thinking, for some reason, I feel like there's something that you're thinking about doing, okay? And you're like, I don't want my hard work to not be paid off. I don't want to do something if this isn't going to be paid off, okay? Whatever that means, I feel like if you work in this way, it'll be paid off in another way. If this is where you're going to school for something, it's going to be paid off. If you're thinking about going towards a new path, but you're like, I don't know if this is going to suit me, I don't know if this is going to actually end up working out, Spirit is telling you that all the energy that you've given out is going to come back to you in one way or another. So if this is where, you're like, I want to help this person, but I don't know if I can trust them, it'll come back to you in another way, shape, or form. If you are trying to think about going to school, if you are thinking about planting seeds somewhere, it's okay to do so, because whatever you're putting out there right now, it will come back to you. And so do not stress on that, okay? Let's go ahead. And I want you to remain positive too. Do not get into a negative mindset, because it's like right now I feel like in the month of November, and in general, but specifically in this month of November, I feel like you're really creating a reality for yourself. If this is like where you're moving forward, or like it's like you're either breaking or creating boundaries right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull 4 cards for all my Geminis. All right, so we have Justice, that balance of energy. Something is going to come back to you, okay? I feel like there is something coming back to you in the month of November, where it's like you, and we have that walking away energy, where it's like walking away from, I feel like this is more of a worry. I'm going to pull 3 cards on this, but I feel like this is walking away from like feeling fear or overwhelmed or anxiety. Spirit sees everything, and so there is some balance. Yeah, I just wanted to pull a card for that. Spirit sees everything, and so there is some balance coming into a situation. And so if this is where somebody has done you wrong in the past, and you have kind of had to deal with that situation because of somebody else, or if this is where you did something in the past, or you're kind of like really working on something, or you're thinking about working on something, Spirit sees everything, okay? And so it's time to kind of put your mind at rest. Do not focus on like all the possibilities. Don't even, I just feel like stop focusing on anything that is going to create you this anxiety, okay? Spirit is telling you, I see that you are doing good. I see the blessings that you give to others. I see what you put out there, the hard work that you've put into something. I feel like there's something that you're creating from yourself or for yourself. And I feel like maybe there's something where it's like hard work hasn't been paid off, or maybe this is where a boss hasn't noticed you, but it's like hard work hasn't been paying off. And that's just like what I keep feeling for you, Gemini. This is going to get paid off soon. Like things are going to come forward for you soon. And I feel like we're walking away into something more abundant, into something more happy. And that's happening in the month of November. And this is Spirit's sign to you that all energy balances out, and you need to let go of this anxiety and this fear of like, why isn't this happening, or why isn't this working? I put in all this effort and nothing is happening. It's going to pay off. You're walking into something new, all right? I hope all of my Geminis enjoyed their messages. Hello to all of my Cancers. Let's go ahead and get all of my Cancers their November messages. So we're going to pull one card for all of my Cancers and just see what's coming forward in the month of November. Ooh, okay. Stand tall and strong. All right, Cancer. In the month of November, whatever it is that you are deciding that you want to go forward with, I want you to stand 10 toes behind that. I don't want you to question your decisions. I don't want you to question, how you are feeling about something. I want you to remain positive about your future. If this is where somebody is, kind of like trying to steer you away from something, I want you to choose your path. I want you to stand tall and I want you to stand strong. I want you to, you know where your roots need to be, and you're not wrong on that, okay? There may be challenges that are in front of you, and it's like you will overcome them, but believe in yourself. Choose to stay in that strong vibration, okay? It says, today I choose to remain positive. I face all my challenges with the strength and courage. I will not be denied or turned away. I do not allow myself to get carried away in the negative thoughts. I stand tall and strong. I live each moment with joy and peace, leaving the future in God's hands. I believe in life because life believes in me. Okay. Whatever stands ahead of you, okay? If this is where you've been wanting to do something or go a certain direction, or you're asking for something to happen for you, Cancer, I want you to stand very true to what you want. This is like where you kind of found out your path. You figured out what you want to do. If this is an action plan for yourself, if this is somebody, this is a job, if this is like a direction going in a certain place, it's like you have this action plan or this thought, and if this isn't there yet, you're coming into this thought in November, and this is Spirit's way of telling you, stand very true and tall to what you believe in, and stay very positive. Do not allow negative thoughts to get the best of you. If you aren't gonna, figure out your situation in this very exact moment, it doesn't mean that it's not gonna happen. I want you to be very open to all possibilities when it comes to this, and know that in the direction that you are meant to go, Spirit will help you. And it's like whatever it is that you're standing for right now, or you're thinking about doing, or there's an idea that comes to you and you're like, this is what I want to do, this is what I believe in, stand true to that, because Spirit's like, I will help you overcome any challenges that you face, okay? Yeah, because I feel like that's the challenge. That's like feeling very overloaded. That's feeling like there's some problems ahead of you. All right, let's go ahead and just, yep, there it is. We got 2 cards for the last one. We have the Emperor and then we have the Magician coming out. Okay, I want you to stand very true and strong. I feel like there's something where it's like you're feeling very overwhelmed about a situation or something, and it's like you want to feel very at peace, very like kind of at home or in harmony. And this could be something mentally, where you're going through something mentally, and or this could be where you're feeling very overwhelmed in a situation with a person, with something, like there's some challenges and you're feeling very overwhelmed and you want to return to this spot of peace again, okay? I want you to go within and I want you to pull yourself back together. Try to ground yourself again. Give yourself that moment so you can be in control, so we can have this movement and we can believe that we're moving forward. I feel like sometimes when you get very overwhelmed, Cancer, or you're feeling like things are just, when you're feeling scattered, I want to say, and this is like going within, collecting that energy, you believe that anything is possible, and it's like because you are in control of your thoughts, this challenge will be overcame, and whatever it is that you're asking for is going to come through. And I feel like this is happening in the month of November, where we're releasing this overwhelmed energy. We're kind of collecting our energy again, becoming very empowered, standing true and strong to what we believe in, so we can return to this spot of harmony again, okay? I hope all my Cancers enjoyed their messages. Hello to all of my Leos. Let's go ahead and get my Leos their messages for the month of November. We're just going to pull one card and see what does Spirit have to say to all of my Leos. Let's see. This card wanted to come out. It says application. All right. It says, and with this card coming out, whatever you are giving yourself, okay, it's like when you apply yourself to something, Leo, it's gonna be it's going to be heard. It's like, here's God's hands, here's Spirit's hands. Here you are kind of applying yourself to a situation. Spirit is seeing that. I don't want you to hold yourself back from anything, okay? Spirit is telling you to apply yourself, to give yourself the opportunity to try, to see if your rewards pay off. If you are feeling held back in a situation, or you're kind of like, is this worth it? Is this direction I should go? In whatever situation, right? Because this is collective. But it's like, apply yourself to it, and I will receive that, and I will send back more abundance. Like, I just feel like there's something about applying yourself. It says, today I apply all that I have learned during my spiritual quest. I practice love in my daily life. I allow my inner light in my thoughts. As I do so, the law of the universe, the universal love takes root in my life. Okay. I feel like there's something about applying yourself to, I feel like there's like something where it's like, it'll be heard. And this could be like a job where it's like, if you want to go towards a job, or if you've been thinking about doing something new, and this is Spirit's way of telling you, like, your rewards will be paid off. Like, your efforts will be rewarded. Everything. And if this is where you've learned something, and it's like, you know, maybe you want to go back to school for that, or maybe you're like learning something and you're like, is this the direction I want to go? Every bit of your efforts will be paid off. Spirit is seeing that. And it's like, Leo, I promise you. And this doesn't even have to be school. This could be where you've been really working on yourself so hard to grow and to change your environment, to change situations around you. It's like everything that you have worked on is going to pay off, and Spirit sees that. And this is your message, Leo. Like, it's gonna happen. Okay, we have the 5 of Wands coming out, and that keeps popping out. We have the King of Cups coming out. We have the World coming out. And we have the Star coming out. Okay. I feel like there's conflict. This conflict goes within. Or maybe this could be somebody else that's like telling you like not to go a direction or to do something. Or this conflict is within you, okay? And it's like, you are feeling conflicted about moving forward, conflicted about your efforts. It's time for you to trust yourself. It's time for you to trust your intuition. There is going to be some success, some big achievement coming forward for you. And with the Star coming out, it's like you are about to complete this cycle. Stop feeling conflicted about this. There's something that's about to be completed, and we're about to start something new and feel very kind of like rejuvenated, or like the flow of that energy again. Sorry, the baby just woke up and I'm like, I didn't even know she was awake. All right. I hope all my Leos enjoyed their messages. Hello to all of my Virgos. Let's go ahead and get all of my Virgos their messages. Let's pull one card for all of my Virgos. All right. Dance to the rhythm of life. All right. Virgo, it is time for you to allow life to flow. If you are asking for something, if you are trying to focus on something, let it go. It is time for you to just allow things to flow. If an opportunity comes forward for you, it's time for you to take it. The flow of energy is happening, and it's time for you to allow Spirit to bring some things forward for you. But I feel like there's like something where you can't be resistant towards any of the energy. Like, I need to feel that flow of life. It says, today I find the joy in my heart. I lighten my life by releasing what I no longer need. I align myself with who I truly am, and gently acknowledge who I am not. I am grateful for the process. I am at peace with what I do not need. I appreciate and accept my life as it is. I live according to the will of God. In this way, I dance to see the life and see the magic of love bloom. Okay. So, Virgo, if something is, like, not happening for you, something fell off, if this was, like, where it was a relationship, if there was a blockage somewhere in life, I feel like there's something about, like, where you're focusing on something, or you want something to happen, or something didn't work out. It's time for you to allow life to flow. It's time for you to really just kind of, what is meant to be will be in your life. If you want to move forward, just see the opportunities that come forward for yourself. Know that Spirit is taking care of you. Do not focus on the anxiety. And I know, like, normally it's like, have a plan. Let Spirit bring this plan to you. All right, Virgo? Let's pull 4 cards. Ooh, yep. Spirit is going to bring something forward for you. We have the Justice coming out, okay? Spirit is going to bring something forward for you. you're going to have this awakening soon. And we have that transition card, this death card, where it's like there's that new beginning. There's that return to that energy of feeling comfortable again. Yeah, and here's that new energy. There's that Page of Pentacles. Okay, so with these cards coming out, Virgo, I definitely feel like Spirit is going to bring something forward for you. Either you're going to have an awakening where it's like something, you're going to see something and you know which direction to go, or Spirit is bringing something in. Spirit's balancing that energy. Like, but there's going to be something where it's like whatever is meant to be, like this situation is going to have justice soon. There will be balance brought into the situation soon, which brings in this transition. So if this is where you need to see something, hear something, whatever this is, that transition is coming in soon. And here you are, I feel like returning into a spot of like happiness again and feeling very at peace. And there's a new beginning coming forward for you. This could be a new job. This could be, you know, just this new beginning that you've been asking for, because we have this new here where it's like this transition back into something new, where I feel like there was anxiety, there was a hold on something, Virgo, and now I'm letting go of it. I'm not going to focus on it, and Spirit will resolve it for you. All right. And that is all happening in the month of November. So I feel like by the end of November, Virgo, you're in a different spot. You've allowed life to flow, and Spirit has answered the issues. Okay. I hope you all enjoyed your messages. Hello to all of my Libras. Last but not least, all of my Libras. Let's go ahead and see what is happening for all of my Libras in the month of November. All right, we have awareness. All right, so Libra, if you are feeling a certain way in the month of November, okay, if you are feeling intuitive about something, if this is about a job, a person, a situation, if this is a new direction, or if this is where you're feeling kind of in the clouds, you're feeling foggy about a situation, Libra, it's time for you to allow your heart to open up and allow Spirit to guide you, allow your consciousness to bring the message forward for you, because it's like I will receive the messages, whether this be where you receive them yourself, somebody else brings something forward for you, you kind of, the picture becomes clear for you, whatever this is. And I feel like right now it's just like I'm not seeing clearly, like my head's in the clouds. All right, it says, I open my consciousness to my true self. I understand that I am here to grow, to free myself from conflict, to discover who I really am. Today, I release the illusion of my limitations to the material world in order to elevate being towards the internal light. I grow stronger and stronger as I explore the wonderful being that I truly am. Okay, Libra, it's time for you to allow yourself to connect to that highness, okay? And if you, I feel like there's like some fog in front of you, and you may not be aware of this fog, but this could be in a situation, this could be with a person, a job, this is collective, so however that lines for you. But I feel like some meditation would really help you, like just kind of understand, and you're very intuitive. If you've been feeling intuitive about a situation or about a person, or you know, some people, or you've just been feeling off, I want you to pay attention to that. For others of you, it's like where your head has been in the clouds. I haven't been able to see a situation clearly. In the month of November, I'm overcoming that. I'm able to see the situation for what it truly is. I'm able to kind of be able to go where I want to go, figure out the path that I want to be on. All right, look at your own air energy coming out in the message. All right. It's time for you to feel very at peace, okay? And so I feel like there's somewhere where you've been feeling that not so at peace, or kind of maybe your emotions have been going a little wild, and this is just reminding you to stay very headstrong and to trust that your intuition is going to lead you the right way. And there's something about being happy and like returning into the spot of happiness. And so when you are feeling like I feel down, or you're feeling, you know, scattered, your energy is all over the place, I want you to sit down and connect with Spirit and allow Spirit to guide you to the answer, because it's like Spirit is trying to connect with you and bring you some awareness about a situation so we can move forward, overcome these obstacles, and return to a spot of peace. I hope everybody enjoyed their messages. I am sending you all lots of love and light. Take care.